So, what really happens when you go under the anesthesia? You have a surgery scheduled, maybe it is tomorrow or maybe it's next week. Deep down, the fear is not just about the procedure or the recovery, but the real fear is about losing control and disappearing into complete darkness. One moment you are awake in a cold room, and the next moment there is nothing, no thoughts, no memories, no passage of time. When you wake up, people tells you everything went smoothly, but you have no idea what actually happened to your body while you were out. Now, let's talk about what really goes on behind those double doors. The most common fear people have before surgery is waking up in the middle of it. The reality is that waking up unexpectedly is extremely rare. It happens in roughly one or two cases out of every thousand, usually in very specific high risk emergency where lighter medication is used to keep the heart stable. Even in those rare moments, people do not feel pain. They might just briefly hear a sound or feel slight pressure. And to prevent this, we monitor your body continuously using blood pressure cuffs, heart tracking, oxygen sensors, and devices that measure brain activity to ensure that you stay at the exact right level of depth. When you walk into the operating room, you will notice it feels chilly. That cold temperature is intentional because cooler air help prevent the spread of germs and keep sensitive monitoring equipment working properly. Now, before anything starts, we review your medical history, your heart function, and your breathing pathways. Then the process begins in careful stages. The first step usually involves a relaxing medication given through a small tube in your arm. This medication does not knock you out completely. Instead, it slows down racing thoughts and gently pauses your brain ability to create new memories. You might still be talking and answering simple questions, but your brain simply stop recording the moment. Next, we give you a pure oxygen through a soft mask. This fills your lungs and blood with extra oxygen, building up a safe reserve so your body stays fully nourished when your natural breathing slows down. Then come the main medication, often a milky white fluid that travels through your arm. And within seconds, it reaches the brain. What happens next is completely different from normal sleep. Natural sleep has stages, light cycles, and dreams. These medications create a temporary pause in brain communication. Your eyelids get heavy, your muscles completely relax, and your awareness turn off in less than a minute. Scientists know that these medications work by interrupting the signals between different processing centers in the brain, preventing those centers from sharing information. Once you are deeply out, the medical team take full control of your breathing. A small flexible tube is placed in your windpipe connected to a machine that breathes for you with total precision. In some operations, we also use temporary muscle relaxants. This ensures your body stays completely still so the surgeon can work safely because these medications temporarily prevent muscle movements. They are only used when a person is already completely out and unaware. Throughout the entire procedure, the depth of your state is constantly balanced. If the medication is too light, the body might start to show some signs of stress. If it is too heavy, blood pressure can drop. So we adjust the balance second by second. If your body starts to react to the stress of surgery, your heart rate or your blood pressure might gently rise. That acts as an immediate signal to deepen the medication long before you could ever feel anything. Then inside the state, time disappears. There are no dreams because dreaming requires active communications between the brain cells, which the medication suppresses. When the surgery is finished, the process is carefully reversed. The medications are gradually turned down and your brain activity begins to pick back up. If muscle relaxants are used, we give simple reversing medications to bring full strength back to your muscles. As your brain wakes up, we look for natural signs, your breathing returns to its regular rhythm, your eyelid twitching, or your hands squeezing on command. Once your lungs are fully back in control, the breathing tube is gently removed. Waking up doesn't happen all at once. It comes back in layers. First, your physical senses return. Then, your immediate surrounding makes sense. And finally, your full memory clears up. You might cough a little or feel a bit groggy as the lingering medications wear off. But that passes steadily over few hours in the recovery room. Modern medical care has made this process extraordinarily safe. For healthy individuals, serious complications are exceptionally rare. You are statistically far safer during a routine procedure under professional care than you are driving on the highway to get to the clinic. It requires constant focus, it requires accurate monitoring and deep respect for the human body. When you undergo a procedure, you are never left alone. Every breath is managed, every heartbeat is watched, and a trained professional is dedicated entirely to keeping you safe until you wake up.